welcome to Port Orleans, Riverside. We are checking in here today for the next few days. And what's special about this day is that we brought our dog, Mickey. So if you're not familiar, Port Orleans Riverside is a pet-friendly resort at Disney. There's only a few. So we like to come around this time every year, and we always like to stay here at Riverside. It's a very special resort to us because this was where we stayed on our honeymoon many years ago. I'll insert photos so you can see
how long ago that was.
Yeah, it looks very different here now, and I think they're doing construction to renovate their rooms. It seems that way. I'm not sure if there's official. I'll have to do some research before uploading this to see if it's actually official. So we don't really have a lot of plans. We're not planning to go to the parks when we're here. We're just going to basically relax around the resort, go to the pools, get some food. So yeah, come join us. So I think last time we shared our stay at Port Orleans Riverside, we did not have this type of room. So this, like I said, is in Magnolia Bend, and this is a Princess Tiana room. So you can see, oh, Mickey's over here. Oh my goodness. You can see Princess Tiana here on the curtain, and yeah, it's really cute. Here's what the bathroom looks like. There's a tub and a shower. Turn the light on so you can see. We have the shampoo and conditioner body wash. There's 2 sinks. I love that they have these mirrors here. Those always come in handy. Extra pillow and blanket behind Matt. You're safe. And we already brought all of our things in. Here we have a mini fridge. So we brought lots of snacks. So I'm gonna fill that up later on. Right, Mickey? Right? He's like, what's in there? What's in there? It's so funny because there's so much space under these beds, and he's already been climbing all under and exploring and seeing because he's so small. He's like, this is dry under here. And we have, so you have your Hey Disney and all of that. And look at how pretty these headboards are. They have these pretty photos here on the back. And that is the Sassagoula River. We passed over this when we were driving in. Some more art over here. I don't think I'm going to be able to squeeze between there, but let's see. There's a pretty riverboat, and I can't read what that says. What you got there, buddy? What you got there? This is his favorite toy. This, any type of puzzle, he loves. Good evening. It is much later in the day, and look here. There's Mickey. He's sleeping in the bed while we wait for Matt to get home from work, or not home, back to the resort from work. And I watched Pitch It Perfect, and now I'm watching Pitch It Perfect 2. That's on Freeform. I have my reading glasses on though because I've been reading this book. I'm reading, here I'll show you, Lucy Score's Story of My Life, and I just started it. So far it's cute. I will be honest, I got it because it's pretty and it had really good reviews on Amazon. I've actually never read anything by her before, so I'm excited to read this while we're here. But yeah, we've just been hanging out. Mickey and I have been sitting here and watching movies and eating all the snacks that we brought and having a really nice evening. It stormed for most of the evening. Very loud storms. We've been getting kind of intense. I mean, it's our summer storms, basically, if you're familiar, and so much lightning. So earlier we were out walking and we had to come in because it started to get dark and lightning and everything, and a few of them have been so loud that they've woken up Mickey and he would start to bark. But yeah, it's been pretty bad. I think that it finally calmed down, although I still keep getting alerts on my phone, but I think it's just all over Orlando. No, it's still raining right now. So I think it's supposed to rain, it's supposed to rain until midnight tonight. And then tomorrow, I think we're going to run into a lot of rain as well. So I don't know what it's going to look like for what we plan on doing. I would love to be able to ride the boat over to the French Quarter tomorrow. Hopefully we can get some gluten-free beignets because they make that over there. Matt and I did that in a vlog, I think a few years ago, where we rode the boat from Disney Springs over to the French Quarter to get some beignets. So I'm hoping that we can do that tomorrow because that would be fun. And I was hoping that we would be able to go to the pool, but I'm not really sure if we'll be able to because of how much rain we've been getting. But yeah, I just wanted to check in with you and say what we're doing and show you that Mickey's having a wonderful time sleeping on this very comfortable bed. Good morning. How are you? Matt is here, way across the room. I don't know if you can see him if it's too dark, but we're just finishing up getting ready now, and I think today we're gonna go and explore around the resort. We're gonna take Mickey with us so that we could go walk around and things, and we don't really have a plan for today. We just kind of want to play it by ear. Like I said yesterday, it is supposed to rain today, so we want to go to the pool, but also even if we went down there, I don't know how much time we would have. We still may do it. But the other issue is I don't want to leave Mickey in the room. And one of the reasons why we came and stayed here is because they're doing some fire alarm testing in the apartments that we live in. So we can't take him back to our apartment to let him stay there. I just think it would be fun to be able to take him around and just go explore for a little bit. But yeah, you ready? We did not do this. We do this on a regular basis. All the time.
Never intended.
Yeah, but we did not mean to both wear navy. Mine's a little different navy tone than yours, but we are very similar. Do any of you do that with your partner? I feel like we do it all the time. And we've done it for years and years and years. I'll walk out and I'm wearing like a gray shirt and black shorts, and Matt's wearing a gray shirt and black shorts, or even some obscure color. We've done that before. And
even if it's like a Disney shirt or something, we'll both come out and be like, really? Yeah,
it's so funny. But in case you're wondering what Mickey is doing this morning, this is where he's been sitting. Hi. He doesn't want to look at the camera. I think he's a little bit worried. Oh no, he's tired. Look at him. He's so sleepy. Well, I know that you slept a lot. The beds were really comfortable, weren't they? Super comfortable. It is such a beautiful day, and he is having so much fun as long as we're in the shade. Because in the sun, it is quite warm. But this is such a beautiful resort. All the magnolia trees. I love all of these beautiful oak trees. It's so nice, and it gives lots of shade, which is much needed today.
It's essential.
Yes.
It feels great in
the shade. It feels so good in the shade, and once you get into the sun, it is boiling hot. But look at how beautiful it is here. And there's one of the boats that you can take over to the French Quarter. Hopefully we'll do that later on today.
This is the view, look at this.
Wow, yeah, that's gorgeous. I think this is where they're doing all the construction though.
Yeah, it's all fenced off.
Yeah, you can hear it.
I want to see what they're going to look like.
I know, I wonder what they're doing. I'll have to research that and see if anything's been announced, or is it just renovations, basic renovations right now.
Did we mention that they had just announced a refurbishment of French Quarter?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
They had just posted, as of we're filming, I don't know, 2-3 days ago?
Yeah.
At least from what I remember, French Quarter rooms, and it looked really nice.
Yeah, we need to stay there now that they've been refurbished.
Yeah. That was my first Disney resort ever.
Yep.
When I was a kid.
Things about this resort with having your pet is that there is a lot of shade. So if you take your dog for a walk, it's mostly shade. Although right now we're in the sun, but I wanted to point that out, that there's so many little places to go.
Especially on that side.
Yeah. It's really nice. Now we're going into the main area where the food court is. We are passing by the pool now, and it is very crowded today. And I kind of want to go over there, so we might try and figure that out next. We made it back to the room, and we're blasting the AC. Oh boy, it's hot out there. Mickey had so much fun walking around and exploring, didn't you, buddy? Look at what he's doing right now. Hold on. He's trying to cool off. Also, we pulled this ottoman right here so that he could jump into the bed. Overnight, he uses a potty pad. Well, he uses that most of the time when he's inside. So we have his potty pad situated in there So we put that there so that he could jump off the bed and go potty when he needed to. We have decided to have some coffee. Matt's making some more coffee. And I wanted to mention that the quiet pool here that we would consider going to today is closed. So I think we're going to opt out of doing the pool. Also, we just don't feel comfortable leaving Mickey in the room. I just don't think that would be best. So we're just going to hang out in the room and wait for a little bit later in the evening. Hopefully it won't start to rain, but I feel like if we go out right now, it's so hot. I really want to take a boat ride, but I feel like it's too hot. But by the time it might be a little bit cooler, Matt, it could be raining. So we're kind of risking that too.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's rain later.
It says on mine, it says it's supposed to start at 4. Man, I hope that we're able to do it.
Around that time is when it just...
It did. Yeah, it started raining yesterday around 3:30.
It was so much rain.
It was so much rain. And Matt was going to work then, and you were having to run.
Well, I was not terribly nervous because I was like, it should be okay. But then when I was getting into the car, I just kept hearing rumblings.
Mm-hmm.
And then you texted me like right after I got to work, and you said that it was pouring.
It was pouring here and thundering so loud. Oh, did you see that?
That was scary.
What in the world? Look at him. He is tuckered out. He said that was a lot of walking for his little tiny legs. I'm going to make a snack, and I wanted to show you guys these that we brought. They're protein oats from 7 Sundays. I found these at Costco. This is maple almond, so you don't have to cook them or anything. You just put them, I just put them in this cup with a little bit of milk or almond milk, whatever you use, and you let it sit for about 10 minutes. It's kind of like overnight oats, but quick, and it's got a lot of protein and good stuff in here. It has gluten-free oats, maple syrup, upcycled oat protein, almonds, flax seeds, coconut sugar, chia seeds, and sea salt. But it's really good. Nice little snack to have. We also brought some dates to have a little bit of that. And then I have sunflower seeds that I brought just as another snack. So I think we're set for a little bit. We just got back in from another walk and we did something really fun. We went over to the, which one was that? The
Acadian House, I think?
Acadian House. Yeah. We're staying in Magnolia Bend.
Magnolia Terrace. Magnolia Bend is this whole area.
Okay. Magnolia Terrace.
We're in Magnolia Terrace. Acadia House was next door.
And that's where we stayed on our honeymoon. And we recreated our honeymoon photo. Then, flash forward a few years, I came here for an audition, got it, and that day we came back here and revisited before we drove back to Charleston where we were living then, and we took some photos, and so I recreated our honeymoon photos and photos from that time.
Yeah.
And it was just so funny to see because the way that I posed was like perfectly really straight funny. And just the way that, so this was on like an old digital camera. This would have been 2008, 2006.
2006 and then 2008.
Yeah. And so it was an old HP digital camera that I had like before we got married, and we would take photos. So we recreated those photos, which I've been wanting to do for so long, but it was so much fun because we got to do it with Mickey.
Yeah.
You got a smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love.
Well, we have had quite the turn of events in the past.
24 hours?
No. We've had quite the turn of events in the past, let's say, 12 hours or so. Yesterday, after we got in from exploring around the resort, Matt fell asleep for a while.
Yeah.
And
it's not like me.
No, it's not like him.
I'm not a napper.
And if you can hear, he sounds a bit congested. It just progressively started to get worse, and mind you, he was just sick. What? Maybe a month ago? A month ago at the end of April. It was the end of April. And so last night we did not do anything. We just went to bed so early, and we were ready for bed by 9, which we never do.
Yeah, right.
And slept, and it felt really great to sleep. We both woke up feeling not so great. And so we are on our way back home right now, just to go and drop some things off, and I think we're probably going to sleep the rest of the day because I'm not feeling great now. And yeah, so our Riverside stay has taken quite a turn, and it's kind of a bummer because it would be, and I'm starting to get, like, my throat's starting to feel a little bit sore, so I don't want to take any chances and go out, out and eat like we were planning to do, and be around people. I just don't think that would be very responsible, just in case this is something other than a cold. It, to me, feels like it could just be a cold, considering you're not really feverish or achy.
I think it was a cold. So.
I just feel so exhausted.
If we were to go out and do anything, it would be not smart for us too. It's
right, yeah.
Not going to do us any favors.
We need to get better, and I really don't even have the energy to be out. We went for a walk earlier today, and I was like, you know what? I can't do it. So we have little Mickey here in the back with us, and we're kind of just playing it by ear now. We're going to go, like I said, back to our apartment to drop some things off and take care of a few things at home, and then we're going to go back to Riverside and probably take naps. The book that I'm reading is really good. I've been reading, and I like it a lot. It's just have a relaxing day.
Yeah.
A sick day.
It's a relaxing day. It's a great resort.
Yeah.
Perfect place to relax. It's great, just chill vibes. That's what we need right now, so we'll just do that.
Yeah, I was actually telling Matt that I wanted to request the room that we're in from now on when we stay at Riverside, because it's so quiet where we are, and it's the perfect location, kind of tucked away behind a big tree, so it's got nice shade in the window. It's not overlooking the parking lot or anything where there's a lot of people in and out. It's super quiet and really nice. Even though we're right next to the construction, you really don't hear a lot of the construction. It's the perfect location. I can't remember what number. Here, I'll put the room number is 8804 in case you're wondering. And it is a great location. Right next, or in the parking lot, is a bus stop, so all we have to do is walk right across there if we wanted to take a bus over to the theme park. So I love the room that we're in. I think it's the best location we've ever had staying there.
Yeah, for sure.
And we've stayed there at least 5 or 6 or 7 times now. Yeah, we've stayed there a lot. And we always get put in the bayou section, the alligator bayou. So yeah, a little bit different than what we anticipated, but you know what? This kind of stuff happens, and I think it's better that we're able to actually rest. If we weren't taking this time this week, we wouldn't be able to rest.
Right.
So it's nice that we're actually able to have some time off to get rest, to try to hopefully get better as soon as possible. Hello, it is many, many, many days, weeks later. So we both thought that we were getting a cold. Matt started to feel it first, like I said, and then mine was a sore throat, a really bad sore throat. I'm looking at Matt because he's standing over here. Yeah. And then it just progressed and got worse, and then I got a fever, and it was COVID. So that was my 4th time getting COVID. I have asthma, so it took me a little bit longer to get over it, and Matt was pretty much fine. It was just a little bit of a sniffles for you.
And I felt tired for a couple days.
Yeah, but anyways, we were in our bedroom because today we are working on redoing our bedroom, redecorating. We went to Target a couple days ago, and we really liked their newest collection that they have. And the thing about us is we've lived here for about, how many years have we lived in this apartment?
7 years.
7 years.
Wow.
And every time we buy something for the living room area or for another room, we always just kind of put the leftovers in our bedroom. And so our bedroom has just turned into a hodgepodge of randomness and things like that picture from Target on the floor where I don't really have a plan for it. It just kind of ends up in our bedroom. And I really want our bedroom to feel like it's actually decorated. So we went to Target and I really fell in love with the newest collection. I think it's their fall collection, which is wild because it's June. Why do we need fall right now? But yeah, I think it was their fall collection and I fell in love with a lot of it. So we got, I'm going to drop this on our dresser, but I got this planter and I want the theme of this room or the color scheme to be the pillow. So let me show you. So basically this throw pillow is kind of what started it all. This navy,
It kind of is.
yeah, the navy and the sage green with ivory. So I already have this. This is from Pottery Barn. We've had it forever and I bought a lot of them because I just like to switch it out. It just kind of looks like clean hotel vibe. But I want to get all new pillows to go here. I want to get a new headboard. I want to hang something here on the wall. And then right now we're working on, or Matt, I should say, is working on this. So he got this. What is this thing that you bought?
It's a leveler.
A leveler.
Here.
So it's going to flash on the wall. Yeah, like that. So that way we can hang these wall sconces that I found on Amazon.
Yeah.
And I'll link it down below if any of you are interested. I can put some of my links in the description. But these are actually, like, look how pretty they are. Well, can you turn the light off of it? So,
The laser, you mean?
yes.
That was helping me a lot.
Well, if you need it, it's fine. I can show
Just to
them
make
the
sure
one
it
down
looks
here.
appropriate.
Say hello.
There we
Say
go.
hello,
Yeah,
hello.
like that, and then
Let me see.
you can turn on the
Yeah. So we have this set on this is my My Mode that I use to work out on. It's a Tracy Anderson thing.
I needed the height.
But yeah, we needed extra height here, so we put that there. But look, aren't these pretty? And I mean, they're not like super sturdy or anything, but we live in an apartment. This is temporary for us. We don't need anything that's
But it's going on the wall. It doesn't need to be
wall mounted.
It's
Well,
still brass.
right, but I didn't want anything that had a cord and that
Oh,
we had to
no.
kind of, do the electrical with this. It's basically just a stick, an LED light, and then a remote. So it's very easy. And then I'm trying to restyle our bedside tables here. So I also found these bookends they're like faux marble, I'm sure. I guess they're just stone, right? Because they're definitely not marble, but they are very heavy. And I put those here. I got this from Home Goods. And then I wanted to hang one of my paintings. So this is something that I painted. I actually want to get a frame that doesn't have this glare. So the anti-glare, what is it called? I guess that's what it's called, glass.
Reflective. Same thing.
I don't know. But anyways, I want to put this probably here with one of those art lamps on top. I haven't done anything over here yet. And then those pillows down there are what we used to have. So I used to have this Laura Ashley quilt that I would use as throw. So I wanted to change the colors, deepen them up a little bit, put a little more masculinity, I think, into the room. But this is another thing that we found at Target. And I kind of love this because it reminded me a little bit of Charleston, if you're familiar, because it has this steeple here. But I just thought that it looked like that, or kind of Parisian vibes, whatever you think. And then this really pretty deep wood frame. And then this was also from Target. And I thought, put a lamp above this. And I found those on Amazon. I haven't ordered them yet, though. I still have to replace this because we did have gray in here. So obviously we're getting rid of gray. So I think I'm going to put a green, find like a velvet ottoman, because I like for there to be storage in the ottoman just because we need that. So if I put that there, Mickey doesn't really use these stairs because they're so tall. He actually prefers to go up these. So because he doesn't like how tall those are. So I think we're going to get rid of those. And then
So he doesn't go down in this corner.
well, because there's the dresser right here. So he kind of runs in. He would run into
but this one he uses all the time.
Yeah, so he uses this
He
side.
also just jumps up on it despite the fact there's stairs.
But these are really cool because these are from Amazon and you can actually buy a new slip cover so we can swap out the color of it without having to buy a whole new stairs. I actually like that.
I just eyeballed the distance from the corner. I have no idea.
Let me stand back here and see. Yeah, so if I stand back here, yeah, I like that.
About 5 inches.
Okay.
I just want to be able to replicate it on the other side.
Right, I get it.
As easily as possible.
That looks good.
I love this. Is my new toy, by the way. This leveler.
The leveler. You're gonna find things around the house that you can just start.
By no means new. I mean, this has been around forever, but I've always wanted one, and because hanging up pictures and having to measure them equal distance from the floor with just a measuring stick is.
Why have we been doing it that way this whole time?
I don't know. This was
the whole time.
The whole time, and it's cool because it's an auto leveler.
Whoa! Just okay. What do you think about it? Do you want me to hold it and you come and look?
Yeah.
Here. So you just hold it like this?
Yeah. I think it looks good.
Yeah.
I think
so.
Because
then that still gives us space to put something here.
Yeah, and it.
Actually, I want to put something there because I want to cover the spot where the paint's.
I don't think it looks too high.
I don't either.
Because if we get a headboard that's higher, it's going to look fine.
Yeah. And I mean, ideally, like, our headboard's not going to be that much higher that we buy.
Right.
It'd probably just come up to here. And it's not like the bed's going to lift. It's just going to be the headboard itself.
Right. And then.
All right, we have one
look at this.
up. What? Oh, you're going to turn it on? Ooh. Yeah, I like that.
Really cool that I didn't realize they did.
Why? Hold on. There. Okay.
But, like, if we wanted to be festive during, say, like, what's the next season? Spooky season?
Yeah.
Do that.
Ooh. Whoa, it's flickering on here because of the LED.
Yeah.
It's green. Oh, I like the purple. That's fun.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah. So,
It's warm,
yeah, let's keep it on like the warm light. And then I'll put this over here. Gosh, right now there's just such a bad glare. We could put this, well, I don't know, because this is a little too big for this spot. This is so old. How many years ago I did a deal with FrameBridge for my old channel, like back in old YouTube days, probably 2012. And this is what they gave me, like a framing experience for part of the brand deal. And this is what I chose. And this is a picture of Matt and I. And Matt, do you think that we could replicate this?
Maybe.
No.
I don't know, maybe.
I don't know if I have that kind of trust anymore. I think that was just naive trust.
That was
I don't know. I mean, because I'm pretty high. I was pretty high up. I don't know. Maybe we could.
I feel like
maybe
I
we
could do a
could.
better job of lifting you because I didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah.
But again, the trust factor.
But that was at Kiowa, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kiowa in South Carolina. Look, he's watching. He's like, what's going on over here? Hey, Mickey. Mickey. What's going on? Did you bring Bear? Did you bring Bear in here? Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. We really need to get some stuff like styled on each of the nightstands and then get my painting hung and then find something for over the bed. But I love it.
Yeah.
And then also do the pillow situation because this is not how we're going to keep it. Right. Although I do like this one here in the front, but I think we need another one. I kind of want to incorporate a little bit of a pattern on top of the stripe. I think might be pretty. Yeah. But it's getting there. It's getting there. That looks great, Matt.
Yeah.
And they look even to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like once we get the headboard height a little bit higher, it'll make
balance
more sense.
it out.
It looks a little tall, but I know this is not going to be here forever. So.
Do you approve, Maestro? Do you approve? Wow, somebody needs a bath. Oh no, I know. I said the bad word. I said the bad word. Bath. Also, we need to get a new bed skirt. This one is not cute. I don't like the way it lays. Ready for you want to take a bath today? Do you want to take a bath today? Oh no. Oh, I know. You can go hide. It's okay. Maybe not today.
Why are you hiding to me? I'm the one that gives you the bath.
He's like, help me, help me. Matt just made a very yummy summertime treat. It's banana nice cream. It's called nice cream because there's no dairy in it. You just used a food processor and blended frozen bananas. You also put peanut butter in here.
Peanut butter and cacao powder.
Cacao powder. So it makes it like chocolate peanut butter ice cream. And you don't even
Really
need
good.
sweetener because the bananas are so sweet. And it's really nice. You want to use, did I say frozen bananas?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you want them overripe with like lots of spots because that brings the sweetness up.
Yes. Yeah, don't use like green bananas and put them in the freezer. It will not taste good.
Not, no.
No. But it's delicious.
I did throw a date in here just in case because I had 2 bags. One was less ripe and one was more ripe, and I couldn't tell which one I grabbed.
Yeah, so the date
So,
will add a lot of sweet. You
yeah.
can put cinnamon in here.
Yeah.
You could use a vanilla,
Do
like
nuts.
vanilla extract.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Put that in and not do chocolate. Make it vanilla.
I think I've done that before.
Yeah.
It was good. But I did it with chocolate because it balanced out the chocolate.
You could put strawberries. You can put lots. It's a nice little treat to have when it's 1,000,000 degrees outside.
Yeah. It's really so hot.
Did you try it? It's good, isn't it? Yeah.
You like it?
Perfect consistency too. You kind of have to like play around with
Yeah.
the food processor to know because sometimes it's a little bit hard depending on how good of a. We've had this food processor
Yeah.
for.
This is pretty basic. I think this might be an
It
original.
may be over 10 years old.
I think it might be
Maybe
older than
15.
that. This
We've
could
had it
be a Shannon and Matt original.
from our day or year 1.
It could be. I mean, we don't really use it that often. But
That's true.
It
I
does,
actually don't think so. I
based
think
on
we've.
this, I can tell we need a new one. It's a little wobbly and it's just
Yeah.
not very powerful.
We'll get
And
another
it doesn't
one.
feel sturdy.
It works. It's like
It
freaking-
works, but
Yeah, that. Okay, we'll get
Anyway.
a new one. But I wanted to share because it's delicious. All right, so I guess that's everything for today. Sorry that our Riverside trip got cut short. But
look what's going on right now.
What's happening? He did tell you that. He's like, what's going on?
Yeah, it was a little uneventful. We definitely planned to do a lot more, but next time.
Yeah.
So
We were so bummed.
It was so
and we
annoying.
actually didn't even tell you this when we were driving back. But when we were in the car driving back, we didn't go back to Riverside. We actually called and said,
Yeah.
hey, we're not going back because we took most of our stuff. Or we took all of our stuff.
yeah, we just decided.
I think we did have to go back and pick up the rest of our stuff.
Yeah,
And both of us were so out of it and so tired that we called and we were like, sorry, we're going to leave
Yeah.
a night early. Because we were so sick that we just wanted to stay home and stay in bed.
We had no like bandwidth for any of that. I didn't want to wait till the next day to do it. I was like, let's just go home now. Let's just get a good night's sleep in our bed and
Yeah, but
just complete fail on the whole resort stay.
I know.
I mean,
we
it was
had,
nice.
We had so many plans,
Yeah.
and then it just was like womp womp.
Yeah.
but
And if you are a napper, it's a great place to nap.
yeah, it was.
Which-
I loved where we stayed. Like I said,
Yeah.
that room I want to request next time. But thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you so much. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps our channel. And if you want to see more videos from us, please subscribe. We would love to have you here. And we hope that you have a wonderful day. And we will see you again very soon.
Bye.